So now I want to show you the steps to map a settlement. So I didn't find in the whole area something that was totally unmapped, except a few villages around here, because mostly they're existing already place nodes, but not every time with the names that was imported from the GNM database. But there are also some of the, for example, this one is not mapped. Okay, so what should we do? So the first step, if you want to be effective, you put the nodes. That's the most important because it's super easy, and it already provides first a node that would be a target for any further mapping, and also a category. So it already provide an information about this settlement. So here I'm hesitating between hamlet and isolated dwelling, but okay, maybe let's say a small hamlet. This one is a big hamlet. And this one is another hamlet. Okay. First step, before the residential areas, actually, yeah, that's what the first step, but that's more important in terms of priority. Second one, I would say, enough before the residential areas, is connecting these settlements represented as place nodes to the road network. It makes sense to be able to reach them. So here, I will figure out how I can actually connect them to the road network. And the road network here is there. Okay, we have these tertiary roads, and that needs to be connected to this settlement. That goes there. Currently. So it would take me too long time to map that, but first time would be, so I need to identify, is that that's not that easy, the right highway to connect them. Yes, I think that's all of this. Okay, and from the topography, yes, it doesn't seem to be a very easy route. So yes, it's easier then, and then you need to climb the slope to go it. So in this case, it would be that this one. So from my my village, let's say this one, I would create what I think we can consider as a simple path. But I'm not that sure that this slope can be used by cars. Etc. Just to connect. It was there to the main road. You go to the tertiary roads. Okay, so that's the second step. First, the place node. Second, the highways. Third, the residential land use. Okay, so once again, try not to make this kind of potato that's just for the shape only the shape doesn't seem to be very accurate. And when you zoom in, yes, it can encompass things that are not residential areas. And it also misses things. Huh? So the residential areas are the buildings, all the connection between the buildings, and also the gardens. I would say in the desertic environments, there's no real gardens. I don't know if I mean, this has to be considered as a garden or already a crop field, maybe a crop field. Okay, so this shape, I would actually, I will redo it, it will be quicker. So if you want to, rather than modify that, that will be, for me, quicker to actually redo it. So I move it. And I will trace up, sorry, that quickly. So I will avoid that. Seems to be, that's a hedge with some culture, I guess. Maybe I can encompass that. That the thing is doesn't seem to be a real almost like this. If I want to consider that not gardens but some common areas for the population. It seems that the crop field there seems to be things that are very well maintained, and I'm tracing what is the area of living of these people. Okay, so I'm done here. And now I have my new shape that is really closer to what I did. I can clearly identify and explain. I'm close to the buildings. Okay, these are put as a common place between the buildings, and that this is part of the residential area. There's no other type of land use I could put. But those are, for me, that more a part of the crop field. Okay, I think that I can explain. This shape is just a potato, and I will actually replace the potato by my my new shape. Select the two of them, and I have in more tools. More tools is part of this. If you don't have it, it's because you did not install this plugin, LTL plugin 2. And so in more tools, you have replace geometry. What the benefit of doing that is actually to respect the fact that it will be the second or actually a new version of this object. If I go to the history, you can see it. We remember that there was initially PAVI 555 object, and I will just propose a new version of it. You delete an existing object if it doesn't exist anymore, not because it's badly mapped. Okay, that's more respectful with the other contributors. And so, okay, that's it for my settlement. A node, connection to the road network. If it's in my case, it remains to be done. And a residential area close to that, and that will allow, for example, some people that want to map all the crop field, they will just complete that shape or that shape. They won't have to modify everything I did because this was not accurate. And then if it's about mapping the buildings, I can also prioritize mapping, depending on my time first, mapping the most important buildings rather than every detailed things on a very small area. You can do that if you you're sure that you will complete the rest the next day or something like that. But if you're not sure, it's better to put something that is more meaningful, having as landmarks the main buildings than one or two buildings taken randomly like that. Okay. And also something that I can show you. So this one looks interesting. Those one are not finished. There seems to be other construction, huh? Because we can see actually the rooms. So in this case, you map it. It's really, I don't know. They're really distorted. You do not keep the building equal yes, but you go to building construction. Okay. You can see that even in JOSM the rendering is a bit different. And I think in the standard rendering, the OSM standard map, it's a bit different as well. And I will also complete this one maybe, this one, etc. Okay. The only thing I did not show you is the buildings with a hole in the middle, but that's something I will show you when we will do advanced map features. I think it's the next session.